As a digital native, I'm a victim of the negative implications of living in a digital age. What personifies us as a member of the Generation Z is that we are glued to our smartphones, be it in a lecture, a social setting, public transport, and even at family dinners. This has implications on the ability to focus on a particular task and hinders the potential work that can be done or that we set ourselves. Joe Kraus, an entrepreneur who now partners with Google Venture, mentions how incessant demands of cell phones and social media, email, and other forms of distraction endanger our ability to think about anything other than the next drone of stimulation coming from our mobile phone. He uses the metaphor of a slot machine in a casino. It's almost like an addiction that we have to fulfill. We have to free our minds of the urge to check if there's anything there available for us that could stimulate our minds. This has its consequences. For example, it causes people to feel anxious when their brains are unstimulated. It seems like these issues are nothing significant. However, when thinking of how this person will adapt to a traditional workplace in which constant focus is needed to achieve results, a potential problem is being created. What can I do in order to avoid facing these distractions when working a job in which requires me to be attentive? Well, I could join the anti-smartphone movement and substitute my smartphone for a light phone, a phone which is only capable of making and receiving calls and has a battery which lasts 20 days. Their project aims to question the trajectory of technology and where it's leading us in terms of living our everyday lives in the happiest sense. Aims to avoid the loss of presence in many situations due to being glued to a telephone screen. How prepared are organizations for the digital natives? The firms of today need to be increasingly prepared for the customs and demands of the Generation Z type worker. These workers will not only be accustomed to using digital technologies in most everyday tasks, but expect firms to be doing the same in the workplace. In a survey conducted by MIT, many different age groups were asked whether they want to work for companies that are digitally enabled or digital leaders, and no matter what age group it was, 70% said yes. So this shows that it's not only Generation Z in particular that firms should be equipping for, but for the entire society as we enter the digital age. Nevertheless, the digitization level within firms will need to be controlled. Generation Z are accustomed to the digital presence, but a point at which machines take away decisions and make better choices than humans exert incredible amounts of stress on the Generation Z type worker. The Generation Z type worker will have a moral hazard of thinking whether his job security is sustainable in the long term. A lot of jobs are being automated, and this provides a large element of stress to the worker. A bank teller is no longer considered to be a skilled job, and it does not get remunerated very highly. This eradication of jobs causes workers to question whether their job could be automated and how much job security they actually have in the era of digital age. In fact, about 35% of jobs in the UK are at a high risk of computerization over the next 20 years.